order, Madam Speaker.
There will now be an opportunity for silent prayer or meditation. You may be seated. Honorable members, let me take the opportunity to acknowledge the presence of the acting premier, members of the provincial. Something wrong with the sound. Oh, it's me. Weet is so mooi nie. Let me also acknowledge all the mayor from the district municipality and councillors from Sarah Baartman district municipality, as well as the all troikas that are represented here from the respected local municipalities, institutions supporting democracy that have been with us yesterday, Naya, the provincial heads of government departments, the DG that is also present here, the heads of provincial entities, academic institutions within the Sarah Baartman district municipality, members of the public represented from Dr. Bayes Nordia as well as Blue Crane municipality, and those from the two PVAs in Makana as well as in Edo. Molweni nonke, goeiemôre mense. Good morning everyone. Nee, julle kan beter doen. Goeiemôre mense. Ja, ons sê mos in Afrikaans, ons het nie saam geslaap nie, né? Those of you who don't understand will know, don't think it's a bad thing, it's just a jest. Maar Honorable van Boegenrode moenie so lekker lag nie. I don't know wie iets anders. Today we are starting the second day of our taking legislature to the people here in Sarah Baartman district at Dr. Bayes Nordia. And I know that yesterday we had a lot of glitches, but hoping that today things will go far more smoother. And I think we also want to commend the staff that has worked diligently to ensure that we deal with all of those challenges. Thank you so much, Secretary and your team, the team from the IT that is with us. Maar ek dink is ook reg dat ons moet baie dankie sê aan die gemeenskap van Dr. Bayes Nordia en Blue Crane munisipaliteit. Gister was 'n baie gedissiplineerde gemeenskap en ons wil weer eens sê baie dankie mense. Julle moet vir hulle hande klap gee asseblief mense. Thank you so much. Even the PVAs where they were, I think it's just correct that we acknowledge the role played by the speakers as well as the councillors in those respective PVAs. They have been with the people there from the start up until the end yesterday. So we really commend them for going the extra mile. But since we have been arranging the TLTTP with the Sarah Baartman district municipality, I can say without any fear or favor that we've just received 100% cooperation from them and embracing this program, also understanding what this program means to them and the opportunity.
Yeah, mate. Siyathetha zethu, mate.
Yeah,
Yeah, hours are working.
it's yours.
Siyandinga.
Thank you so much. Yeah, should always be a plan B, and then the Deputy Chief Whip said on Monday, let's also have a plan C, or was it yesterday? So we are coming with the plan B, Deputy Chief Whip. Honorable members, today, yes, we will be dealing with 3 reports. That is the reports of the Human Settlements, Education and Rural Development and Agrarian Reforms. Just so that you know, but before we do that, I will now call upon the Secretary to make a few announcements. Over to you, Secretary.
Thank you. Guests are required to remain in their seats during all proceedings, and where there is a need to move out, this must be done with no disturbance. Secondly, we request that members of the public who have been nominated by their respective wards to ask questions, they will be recognized by the speaker when we get to questions by the public. Thirdly, translation headsets are available, and a person who needs a headset must indicate by a show of hand to the protocol officers wearing black. Upon the end of the proceedings, guests must hand the headsets back to the protocol officers. The headsets cannot be used at home or anywhere else, so taking them away will be inconveniencing the legislature, as it will then have to pay for the lost and or stolen headsets. Yesterday, we saw people leaving with them, and we asked that at the door, the protocol officers make sure that those are returned back before people leave. Cell phones must be switched off or put on silent for the duration of the proceedings. We have ablution facilities for members and guests that are situated at the back of the members' dining hall. When you come out here on your left, you go through, it's right at the end inside the dining hall. Ablution facilities for participants are situated next to the pavilion where you had your breakfast. This hall has 3 emergency doors. There is one in front where we entered, and then one on the side, and then there is one here on the back, should there be a need for us to evacuate. There are services on wheels offered by the Departments of Home Affairs, SASSA, Health, the IEC, Public Protector, Rural Development and Social Development on the other side of the soccer field outside. Home Affairs will be assisting with birth and marriage certificates, identity documents. SASSA will assist in processing grant applications and respond to any other queries. Department of Health will conduct testing of TB, blood pressure, diabetes. The IEC will conduct voter education. There are assembly points in case of any emergency, and those assembly points, it will be the stadium grounds and the far end of the parking area here on the side. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Secretary, for that. Are there any notices of motions? None, Secretary, that we have received for today? Thank you. Honorable members, ladies and gentlemen, before I ask the Secretary to read the first order of the day, I would like to inform the House that the speakers list and the program makes provision for members of the public to ask questions and make comments after the chairperson's presentation of the committee reports. I've been informed that members of the public have identified representatives who will ask questions on their behalf, and such representatives are requested to indicate by show of hands should they wish to speak. I shall acknowledge the hands in the order of speaking, and a microphone will be handed to the person that I have acknowledged. Furthermore, our public viewing areas in the Valencia Community Hall in Edo and the Follies Ground Hall in Makanda will be guided by our capable officials and line them up for their turn to ask questions. Please, they must be lined up. Once again, we request that you pay attention to the call by the presiding officer. Please ensure, asseblief mense, that your questions or comment is related to the presented reports. Human settlements, menslike nedersetting, né? Education, is onderwys, and rural development and agrarian reform. Daarin gaan ek eens probeer vertaal nie. And keep questions and comments as short as possible because we have limited time to finalize all questions and comments. Can I just say at this point, we know that there are members who come with a list, but surely we can't allow you with your 7 or 8 or 9. We at least 2 or 3 questions to pose. En weer eens wil ek net baie dankie sê aan daardie mense wat opkom en 1, 2, 3 en stel hulle vraag of hulle comment en is klaar. Please, no prefaces, don't give us a history, don't go jikeleza om en om dinge se tot die punt praat sê en dan gaan sit jy sodat die volgende persoon. Ons het Blue Crane, ons het Dr. Beyers Nodea, ons het die 2 PVA's en almal wil graag daardie geleentheid kry om met die lede van die uitvoerende bestuur hulle vrae te stel sodat dit beantwoord kan word. Verstaan ons mekaar? Verstaan ons mekaar? Baie dankie. Honorable members, for the time that the public is allowed to ask questions and replies are given by the honorable members, the House shall be deemed to have been converted to a committee of the whole House, but in the interest of time, there shall be no formal ringing of the bells or change of presiding officers in the House. Honorable members, I will now call upon the Secretary to read the first order of the day.
Presentation of report of Portfolio Committee on Human Settlements on oversight visits to housing projects around Sarah Baartman District Municipality.
I now call upon the chairperson of the Portfolio Committee of Human Settlements, Honorable Twabo, to be accompanied by the members of the Portfolio Committee so that you can also see who those members are. Honorable Twabo, once your members are seated there, then you will start. Allow them. You can come at the back here through. It can't just be 2 members. Oh, there's the third one. Morning, honorable member. Long-serving members. Yes. You may proceed, Honorable Twabo. Your 15 minutes starts now.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Greetings to you and the team of the presiding officers present here. Greetings to the Honorable Premier Acting and the EXCO present here. Greetings to MPLs and government officials present here. Greetings to Troikas of the district and other councillors here. Greetings to the institutions of our constitution, chapter 9 of our constitution. Greetings to, most importantly, the constituency of Sarah Baartman, residing in the area of the province. Let me, Honorable Speaker, begin my task of presenting this report from the Portfolio Committee on Human Settlements. We came here to conduct a pre-visit, and the first task we did was to sit with the stakeholders in the district to receive a report from the department on its performance on its task in the district. Honorable Speaker, we note that the department has allocated just over 98 million for projects in the district. But at the time of our visit, we noted that the department had spent...
Honorable Twabo, just honorable members, perhaps because we are sitting so close to each other, so whenever people are speaking, I can hear. So I'm quite sure the honorable member is also going to become discouraged that people are not listening to him. Please, can we just show the necessary respect? Thank you.
Thanks, Honorable Speaker. I was saying just over 98 million has been allocated to the district for human settlements projects. And at the time of our visit here, the department has just spent only just over 32 million of its allocated 98 million. Then, Honorable Speaker, we made the following findings out of that. Surely the first one was related on the dissatisfaction of the spending patterns of the district. The second one, that the Sarabatman district continues to have serious bulk infrastructure challenges. The third one is that the department had a challenge of slow issuing of title deeds, especially for pre-1994 housing stock. The third one was that the department is considering Sarabatman district to be given a status of being an implementing agent on servicing of housing in the district. The last one was that the department has rectification projects whose assessments are complete, and the department will be meeting with the municipalities to present the findings, then take further steps to address the findings. Now, on the recommendations, Honorable Speaker, that we are saying in the first recommendation on the spending patterns that the department, working with all relevant stakeholders, must submit to us a turnaround plan that will result in speeding up delivery of housing units in the district and spending of the allocated budget. We want this report within 30 days after the adoption of this report by the House. The second one, the department must provide a committee with strategies to address bulk infrastructure, as we indicated that is one of the challenges to avoid underspending in the district. The third one, the department must provide the committee with a clear plan with time frames on how it will address the challenges relating to issuing of title deeds. The other one is that the department must consider working with municipalities in order to strengthen EIGR matters in the district. The other one is that the department must consider a progress report on the findings presented within 30 days of the adoption of the report. We then went to Taylorville, where the department is constructing 82 houses. On our arrival, we noted that the project is an 18-month project with an estimated cost of 9.28 million. The project had 82 houses with the previous contractor, but there are now 52 houses units left for completion. So about 19 slabs are to be demolished due to poor workmanship by the previous contractor. Now on findings, Honorable Speaker, I was saying that the current contractor is experiencing serious cash flow challenges due to the material costs. The building material has to be sourced and transported from Gqeberha as there are no nearby material suppliers. Now on that finding, we're saying the department must closely monitor the performance of the contractor and where possible consider the variation of the contract to ensure that the contractor does not abandon the project. The department should develop other contractual responsive solutions to address the further abandonments by contractors of sites. The second finding is due to an area being a water scarce area, the contractor is struggling with water supply. The department, as a recommendation, was saying the department must liaise with immediately with municipalities to assist in the challenges related to water shortages in the area. The third one, the contractor was not given any site plans. As a result, they keep hitting water pipes when digging. Now the department, together with the local municipality, must provide the site plans to the contractor immediately. That's the recommendation, Honorable Speaker. Then the next project we visited is Hanki 990. Now the project was started in 2022 February, and it is a 34 million project. The project is mainly to serve, to provide service and service to the sites in terms of water and infrastructure services. Now the findings that we came up with are that the first one, there is no contractor currently on site. The previous contractor could not finish the project due to cash flow challenges. The municipality, as the implementing agent, is in the process of appointing a new contractor. Then the recommendation on this is that the department must improve on their monitoring of performance of contractors on site so that it is able to track underperformance as early as possible and take the necessary steps to address the underperformance. The second finding is that the department does not have a strategy to deal with a contractor that has abandoned a site. And then we're saying the department must develop better strategies to screen contractors before they are appointed and must see to it that there are legal consequences for contractors that have abandoned sites due to finishing off, before finishing off a project. And then the third one, there is about 22 million that is left to finish off the project, and the new contractor will be appointed to finish off the project within a year, within this year. The department must closely monitor the project and ensure its completion within its stipulated time frames. Then the next project we visited was Ocean View in Jeffreys Bay. Then the project was started in June 2022 with the first phase of 200 units at a cost of 28 million. Now the finding yokuqala is that the contractor abandoned the site in July 2023. None of the housing units are complete as they were left in various stages. Then we are saying there that the department must ensure that there are legal consequences for the contractors leaving the sites. The department must provide the committee with a report on legal steps taken against these contractors. And then the second one, Honorable Speaker, is that the department is in the process of appointing a new contractor that was meant to start the second phase of the project. Not to finish off the incomplete first stage. The department must urgently appoint the new contractor that will complete the phase one of the project. Thirdly, the project implementation chain has serious challenges where the engineer could not agree with the contractor regarding variation orders. And then the department must closely monitor the implementation of the chain and urgently intervene when such disputes occur to prevent delays in the completion of future projects. D, the mismanagement relating to transfer of houses indicated lack of communication between appointed conveyancers, the regional office, and the head office. The department must provide the committee with a report on how the issue of title deeds in the area involved. No, this one is about the transfer of in relation to transfer of title deeds. The committee has noted with dismay the regression of the Department of Planning to build shared houses, despite government policies that are in line with new dispensation. The building of shared houses defeats the purpose of sole property ownership. So the department must in future work with municipalities and other relevant stakeholders to ensure the provision of adequate land and avoid at all costs the building of shared houses. Then the last project we visited, Honorable Speaker, was in Dlambe, the upgrade of the informal settlement.
Honorable Twaba, you have 4 minutes remaining and I'm looking at your document where you are currently.
Okay,
Please take note thereof. Thank you.
Thanks, Honorable Speaker. This one, Honorable Speaker, was a progressing project where the recommendations are that the municipality and the department must constantly engage ESCOM to speed up electrification of informal settlement. The municipality must build capacity in order to ensure that they speed on Schedule 5 grant. Then on general findings, Honorable Speaker, let me go straight to the recommendations. The report, Honorable Speaker, is indicating that the district is not really performing according to what we expect as the committee. So hence the district, the district municipality and the department must provide a report on how they will address issue of bulk infrastructure, which is the main challenge in this district, which causes most of the underperformance. The department must, with the provincial treasury, find ways with legal prescriptions to ensure that contractors that abandon sites and are underperforming are held accountable and are not considered for future contracts. The last one, Honorable Speaker, is that the department should ensure a service level agreement that will prevent undesirable occurrence of contractors leaving site before finishing the work that they are doing. So, Honorable Speaker, those are the recommendations that we made, and we are saying to the department, all these recommendations must be considered and a report be given to us within 30 days of the adoption of this report. I hereby table the report to the House for consideration. Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker, for that.
Thank you so much, Honorable Tuabo, and the committee members. You may go back to your seats. Thank you so much. Honorable members, we will now go to the process where we will allow the community to ask their questions as well as the PVAs. We will start, as I've set the order, we will first start with Blue Crane. I will call out those names that have been given and proceed then to Dr. Bayes Nodia, to Sundays River Valley, the PVO, and then Makana Local Municipality. But after Dr. Bayes Nodia, I will just check if there's anyone representing the business sector. I saw yesterday we had a gentleman representing the business sector from one of the ward committees. Now, I would have thought, somebody specifically addressing business. If they are not here, then I can give it to the ward committees, but also those from the religious sector, as well as the traditional leaders, and when people with disabilities from those sectors. So, so we will do that. I will now start Blue Crane Municipality. Ms. Kaimbenya is the first name. And can we please get up immediately and come? Then Mr. G. Phyllis. Mr. Vuise Ngosolwana, I hope I pronounced that correctly. Mr. M. Doho. Then followed by Chief Harris. So now we have a traditional leader, that's good. Followed by Mr. P. Vongo, in that order. You may proceed, ma'am. Kort, sakelijk, to the point. Anything else, you are free to take it to the Petitions Committee, where they will capture everything. We give you that commitment. Over to yourselves.
Good day, everyone. Molweni nonke. Goeiedag almal. My name is Kanyiswa Mbenya, a Ward 1 committee member under Councillor Zamuxolo Baskiti in Blue Crane Municipality. I am here representing human settlement sector, and these are our challenges. If I may go back, the last time houses were built in Cook House was between the year 1999 and 2006. Cook House is surrounded mainly by farms, and they are relocating to our township daily. And these result in shortages of houses, which became a burden to our municipality. There is a land available that belongs to Transnet, and on that land, people have built shacks and have been staying there for more than 3 decades without electricity, without water, and they are still using the old bucket system, which is a challenge for our municipality. During the term of former Premier Nokolo Kivid, she erected temporary shelters for more than 64 families without proper toilets and no electricity, no water, saying it is temporary until today, and those families need answers which we do not have. Residents are complaining of the state of their houses. Some were built in the first RDP dispensation and are not conducive for families. There was an offer to purchase land by Masizame Trust. The municipality refused to consider the request by Masizame Trust. The land has been hosting human settlement temporary shelters plus minus 200 units for over plus minus 20 years, which is also owned by Transnet. As the community of Cook House, we kindly seek clarity or reasons behind the refusal, and if there is a possibility to reconsider purchasing the land.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you so much. Next one.
Goeiemorgen, mijn naam is Gerald Phillips, wijk 2, Errowville. Ons als de gemeenschap van Errowville wil graag weten wat is die vertraging van die 265 twee vertrekeenhede in Errowville. Ons wil weten wat is die, wanneer gaan het vergroot worden. Baie dankie.
Baie dankie. Kort en krachtig. Next one.
Honorable Speaker, Deputy Speaker, Acting Premier, Members of Parliament. My name is Dr. Mvuyisi. I'm coming from Ward 3. Let us first acknowledge the interventions of government that were done to address the issues of NDP through the RDP. However, Honorable Speaker, I would like to submit the following. This process has been hijacked by individuals who seem to drive change but are corrupt in its nature. We want the department to erect oversight structures. These oversight structures want to achieve the following. One, the quality of houses being built, the beneficiaries, because some of these houses that have been built by government, you find out that later the same person who was a beneficiary is renting out the house to a foreign national so that that foreign national can operate a shop. Some of these beneficiaries, you go back and you find out that they've sold that house, but these people were beneficiaries. So we want this process to be overseen, because even these houses that are now foreign national shop owners are using as RDP houses, they are not being rezoned by the municipality. You find out that these people are still beneficiaries of the Masakane project. So we want the department to have these oversight structures so they can see. If the department can't take out money and follow up what the money has done in order for the money to benefit the people whom it is meant to benefit. Thank you, Speaker.
Thank you so much.
Nkosi Speaker enkosi molweni ngaphakathi endlini ndingumzikayise Dorho ndisuka ka Ward 4 ePSD. Yes, Speaker, in PSD we're having an area called Millennium Park. That area was poorly built, and the then MEC Matikizela ordered for an investigation to be done, and it was done. The outcomes were saying those houses, they need to be plastered, put ceiling, new doors, new windows. We want to know, when is that going to happen? Because we have been waiting for a long time. Number 2, destitutes. We're having people there who are on the list of destitute for 10 years. We want to know, when is government going to build houses for these people? Because they have nowhere to go. The last one is that we are having land there in PST. When is the department going to build houses for our people?
Thank you. Thank you so much. Next member.
Good morning, everybody. I am Chief David Harris from Khoisan, from Ward 5, Somerset East, Blue Crane Municipality. I just have one problem about housing. I want to talk about the forgotten community in Ward 5. Since 2009, housing has been built on the other side of Ward 5, while people that was forced removed into that area now since 1969 live in 2 rooms, up till 10 people in those structures of 18 square meters. We sit with a big problem of TB and things in that area and all these social ills. But the biggest problem is, this thing was reported to the presidential hotline. and our officials on the ground is lying. I say the district, our local officials, they was lying during June month in the faces of the community. Nothing has been done to the result that the resolvement thing was sent back from the presidential line while nothing was being done with the community up there. Then my other problem is the burnt houses. We want to know when something will be done about that.
Thank you so much, Chief Harris. Thanks. Last member from Blue Crane Municipality.
Mandibulise onke amagosa ebuhulumendeni. Ndibulise abahlali onke umuntu okhoyo egameni lenkosi yethu enguJesu. Mna ndithunyelwe Ward 6 eBlue Crane ndizo representa amafama walangingci. Ndibeke i-challenges esinazo as farmers. Igama lami nguAnele ifani nguPithani. Ndifamisha eKlipfontein under Ward 6. I-challenges kakhulu esinazo singalama farmer ezisicombinayo because andifuna uthathele yami ifama nditshele.
Excuse me, Dad. If we are busy with human settlement, we are still going to come to Dr. Da.
Oh.
Yes. We will definitely give you an opportunity when we get to that. If there is no one else from Ward 6, then we will go to the list of the... Is there anyone from Ward 6 in terms of human settlement? Because I do have 3 names from Ward 6 here. If there's no one that wants to speak, then we will go to Dr. Bayers Nodia. Starting with Mr. Monde de Beer, Mr. Jacob van Staden, Mr. Neil Kuberg, Mr. Martin Block, Ms. Bella Fuchane, Mr. Natsani Mafoka, Ms. Rosaline Erasmus, Mr. Hendry Blow, Mr. Ivani, Mr. Luyolo Ginya, in that order. To the point, Court and Saklak.
The Speaker, the Acting Premier, and all the dignitaries.
Please introduce yourself before you speak. Thank you.
My name is Monde de Beer, the Speaker, the Acting Mayor, and all the dignitaries. I am from Aberdeen, Ward 1. The last time we got houses, it was 2014. And I want to come to the quality of houses. The quality of houses is bad. There is no testing. In the suburb areas, you won't build a house without testing the foundation. If the material, the bricks. The other problem is that our officials, housing officials and municipal officials, they are not skilled to lead and to supervise these houses. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Next one, whilst the next person is coming up, please also note Johnsonville Ward 11, Mr. Lwazi Kolibile has been left out erroneously. So, and we don't have anyone from State Level Ward 12, but if there is somebody, they can also just come. I have not received a name. They can just go to the queue. Thank you. Next person.
Goeiedag allemaal. Ek is Jacob van Staden van Ward 2, New Bethesda. Dis jare se gewag vir huise. Ons wag nou al van 1996 af wag ons vir huise. In 1996 was die laaste huise gebou gewees. Maar ek sien hulle is daarom besig nou met die Koeikamp projek en dit was aangevra vir 250 huise, maar hulle gaan op die oomblik nou net 60 huise bou. En onze gemeenskap is baie en wat baie in blikhokkies bly, 3 op 'n jaard. Hulle bly soos meerkatte agter in die jaard en daar gaan nou uitdruklik net 60 huise gebou word. En hulle sê nou daar's nou nie meer grond vir huise nie, maar ek wil asseblief dat human settlement moet dadelik kyk vir ons vir grond vir ons mense se huise. Dankie.
Baie dankie meneer Van Staden. Next member.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Honorable Speaker. I'm Neil Kubek, Ward 3, member of Ward 3. We are still struggling with asbestos roofs in our area. And then we appreciate the houses that was built by government in our area, but there's cracks and outstanding title deeds of that new facility. The main area is our Santa area, whereby we've got only 2 rooms, houses, with a toilet that's sitting far from the house. And there's no doors that in their toilet. But we do know that our MEC will see to it that these challenges will be addressed, because she's belonging to an organization that cares for the people. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Kuberg. Next member.
My naam is Martin, my van is Blok, gespel.
Meneer Blok, daar's 'n rede waarom hulle vir u vra om net die mikrofoon op te lig sodat u audible kan wees asseblief. Baie dankie. Dankie.
My probleem vandag hierso, almal hier teenwoordig, is baie doodeenvoudig. Ons munisipaliteit sit met 'n backlog van 'n verskeidenheid van huise in ons area, en dit word nie regtig waar aangespreek op die huidige oomblik nie. Daar is op die huidige oomblik in Vinkstraat huise wat aan die departement van Public Works behoort, sowel as in die Grafrenet area en ook in Omasizake. Huise wat glad nie bewoon word nie, wat gevandaliseer word. En ek glo as die departemente die samewerkingsooreenkoms wat tussen hulle gebeplan word, kan gebruik om hierdie huise te kan occupy. Daar is militêre veterane wat op die huidige oomblik sit sonder wonings, en dis die soort ding wat moet aangespreek word. As ook, ons het 'n TVET college hierso, ons kinders word hiernatoe gestuur, en terwyl die kinders hiernatoe gesit, het hulle nie akkommodasie nie. Mens moet kyk na hierdie dinge voordat ons 'n ding beplan en hierso in ons area kom neersit sonder om nodige behuising vir ons mense te hê. Ek wil graag 'n beroep doen op julle as die wetgewer om streng hierna te kyk. DMW moet aangespreek word, die behuisingsdepartement van ons area ook moet aangespreek word. Ons sit hier met 'n groot krisis. As ons nie hierdie krisis gaan oplos nie, gaan ons met groter probleme sit in verband met poverty.
Baie dankie meneer. Next member.
My name is Ntsani Mofoka. I'm coming from Ward 6 in Grafrenet. Dr. Peyas, we are the host of Parliament.
Welcome hosting us. You've done a good job so far.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, I won't put more points as you give me the time. I will only go straight to the points now. The main problem that we have facing is a one-room house that was built by Human Settlement, and they still have the asbestos roof. And then the report that chairperson of the Human Settlement, when he read it, I was feeling disappointment because I didn't hear our informal settlement that was mentioned there on the report that he was putting on. Our informal settlements is a very challenges because it's a long time that the informal settlements was there. It's been 15 years now without upgrading. We have a land for...
Last point.
Yes, madam. We have a land that was identified for building an old age home. if a human settlement can assist us with that land, will be pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Next member. Julle kan klap as julle gelukkig is.
All right. Good morning. My name is Rosaline Erasmus, Ward 7. I'm talking on informal settlements, Rimfasmark. Thank you for bringing Parliament to the people. We are actually very disappointed. We have been neglected. I have been put on a waiting list since 2001, and now it's going to be 22 years. 19 years I have been renting RDP houses, and for 3 years I'm living in an informal settlement which have no toilets, no electricity, and we feel that it's inhuman. And it's also a violation of human rights. Our elderly and children are dying on a regular basis in Rimfasmark. Our people are dying. What happened to the promises of housing? Manifestos has become nothing but empty promises. We as the voters certainly hope that this bringing Parliament to the people is not one of the strategies to get us into voting, because there's no more trust. No longer will we vote the leaders of this Dr. Bayers Naudé salaries into their pockets, and yet the voters are starving and living in poverty. What seems to be the delay? What seems to be the delay? Too long. We are sick and tired of waiting now. We are sick and tired of voting money into these leaders' pockets. You cannot provide, for instance, there's 4 toilets for households of, say 170 households in Rimfasmark, only 4 toilets. So please, we want you, the department, to hear our cry.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Next member.
Goedemiddag, ek is meneer Henry Blauw van goeiemorgen. Henry Blauw van Woord uit, Dr. Bayers Naudé. Ons is maar baie groot woord, die grootste woord in die Dr. Bayers Naudé in. Die jurisdictie is ver uit mekaar uit in die Bayers Naudé. Nou, in Rietbron en Madam Speaker is dat huise was gebouw in 2003. En die huiseienaars, ons weet nie of hulle huiseienaars is of wat is hulle nie, maar hulle wacht nog steeds vir hulle title deeds van 2003 af. Die selfe geval in Willowmore en Down. Die huise is gebouw in 2012, geensins title deeds ontvang. So ons weet nie, ons vraag vir die department om so spoedig as moontlik te werk in dit in. Ook in Bavianskloof, Eastern Cape Parks and Tourism Agency het grond vir die municipaliteit gegee, verniet gegee, waarvan die municipaliteit 160 beneficiaries geïdentified het vir RDP-huise. Dit is seker nou al so 6 jaar gelede, niks ek nog plaasgevind die Madam Speaker. Daar word geensins van die grond op ons municipaliteit agendas geplaas, van die hele 6 jaar, even tot die jaar toe. Dit word nie op municipaliteits agenda geplaas vir development vir ons area nie. Tans bly ons mense in modderhuise in Bavianskloof, hulle maak nog gebruik van pit toilets, wat teen ons government se beleid is. En dis die rede waarom ons vra as die government om te intervene met ons municipaliteite. So as hulle grond verniet kry van die government, sê altyd vir ons, hulle het die grond nie. Maar daar is grond verniet, maar nou weier die government om vir ons huise te bou op ons grond. Baie dankie, Madam Speaker.
Next one.
Okay. Thank you, Madam Chair. Madam Chair. My name is Luvulo Kinya. I'm from Kliplat, Ward 10. In Kliplat, we have a problem with 66 houses. Waterford, we're having 66 houses approved but never been built. 66 houses approved, never been built. The ratification project in Kliplat was approved 2016. Contract was on site. Project have started. CLO was appointed, but project didn't finish. 31 million was approved for this project, but never been finished. Thirdly, the Department of Housing visited Kliplat. There are 2 shacks in Kliplat. One in Princeville, one in Greenpoint. Planning was been made, everything was been done, but still today, the shacks is still there. I wanted to know what is the slow progress on that 2 shacks in Kliplat.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Next one.
Thank you so much. Greetings, Speaker, and the House on protocol observed. My name is Umtunzi Mama from Ward 12 in State Laville. Madam Speaker, I wanted to first acknowledge the government of the day for dignifying our people who have been waiting since 2007 to get those 82 houses that have been built. Those are called infill houses. Having said that, Madam Speaker, in our municipal offices, we do not have a housing officer. According to Stats SA says we are 60 million, and the reproduction has been done, and then I contributed no gopaya. Now sifuna ke ubhalisa kwakhona asizolibala kakhulu elityala kodwa ke siyabulela. We then call upon a speed up process of property registration. Our people are struggling, especially those who own houses and build their own houses pre-1994. They want their own title deeds they don't have. Madam Speaker, I wanted to get a clarity on the FLIPS program. How do we go about benefiting from that program and all other progressive programs that would seek to benefit the working class and young people such as me?
Thank you so much. Next one.
Molo somlomo.
Molo tata.
Dingu Vuisile Buisen kwa Ward 5 eBeyer Nodie. Dime endaweni ka Miss Bella Fuchane ongekoyo hapa. Kwa Ward 5 sinemiba emithathu. Okokuqala zizindlu eziwileyo nezo zodaka eziseyingxaki enkulu kakhulu. Sinombuzo othi ke bakwakhelwa nini aba bantu banezindlu abawelwe zizindlu nabo bahlala kwizindlu zodaka. Eyesibini kukho abantu abahlala emva kwezindlu zabanye abantu lento sithi ngamabhoda bakwakhelwa nini abo bantu. Okwesithathu sinomhlaba ongasetyenziswanga lento kuthiwa i-vacant land. Izindlu zakwakhiwa nini kuloo mihlaba ingekasetyenziswa. Enkosi.
Enkosi tata. Next member.
Molweni ngaphakathi. Madam Speaker nosapho lwakho ndiyabulisa. Ndingu-Gladys Ketchem kwa Ward 11 eYansonville phantsi ko Dr. Beyers Nodie. Ndifuna ukuqonda apha kwintlanganisweni okokuba sagqibela ukwakhelwa izindlu ngo-1997. Ukugqibela kwethu kwakhelwa izindlu eYansonville. Kwenzeka ntoni ngezindlu efuneke zakhiwe phaya? Sine-92 houses zemad ezingekakhiwa kwi-300 yezindlu zodaka ezazakhiwe zaze allocatiwe za-approvwa okokuba mazakhiwe kwakhiwa i-92 yezo zindlu azikakhiwa. siyacela abantu abanazindlu. Siyacela Human Settlement akasijongele izindlu. Sifuna ukuqonda kule report sizibona singekho siyiJansonville apha. Bebejikeleze phi bancokola nabani okokuba thina singabikho kule report iyenziwe nguportfolio Ntontoni. Kukho ilokishi ekhoyo ngendlela esingenandawo yokuhlala. Ilokishi engapha kwebridge ekuthiwa nguMuche Circle. Abantu bathatha amacangci bayozenzela indawo kuba abanandawo zokuhlala. Abanandawo nasemakhayeni ethu. Abantwana bethu badala bamele bayazihlalela ezindaweni zabo. Bathi onse siMuche Circle bayazokhela izindlu ngapha kwebridge.
Nkosi ma. Thank you.
Sicela urhulumente asibonelele ngezindlu. Enkosi mama.
Nkosi mama. Next one, the last one.
Okay. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is.
Goeiemôre. Nog nie af. Ons het
Okay,
afternoon.
it's afternoon, ma'am.
U is reg, ek is verkeerd. Baie dankie.
My name is Chris DeVos. I'm from Ward 9 in Willowmore. I will go straight to the point, ma'am, because I have a lot of points here, according human settlement. Firstly, ma'am, I want our president there in 373, Blindakis, want to know when will be there any rectification on the houses was built 2003. None was done till yet. Second one, we also need clarity about the extending project in the Fall block. We was also been promised long ago, maybe 20 years ago, nothing has happened. The other one, we also want backfeeding on the current project, who was supposed to start in 2014, the 110 houses down housing project. It's not finished yet. The other one, ma'am, is we also want to know what is the reason for the lack of communication between the military veterans and human settlement for the application for housing subsidies.
Baie dankie. Thank you so much. Thank you. That concludes the community members. Before we go to our PVA, it will be Edo. Are there anyone from the traditional leaders? I know that we've had one of the chiefs speaking on behalf of the wards. Are there anyone from the traditional leaders that would still want to speak? I don't see any hand. Anyone from the business sector? There is, Mr. Bester, is u die enigste persoon van die business sector af? Anyone from the people with disabilities and anyone from the religious sector? Okay, yes, I see there's a green, a lady with a green dress on, and there's a gentleman with a blue shirt on. Those three in that order. Meneer Bester, u gaan seker elke dag hier wees, né?
Ek is verplig om hier te wees.
As u verplig om hier te wees, okay.
Moet hier wees.
Ja. Ek kan sien u het baie om te sê, né?
Ja.
So laat waai maar.
Goedemiddag, mevrouw Speaker en die House of Parliament. Ik wil net aan die MEC wat die voorlegging gemaakt heeft van die recommendations, wil ik van hem sê, hy het pikwerk gedoen. Hy het baie dinge uitgelig. Voor alles kom bij die contracteurs, wat niet compenseren te zien. Ik zou net gevraagd over dat onze contracteurs opgeleid moet worden. Want die geld wat ze verdienen, weet je niet hoe om die geld te verwijderen van het persoonlijke geld en die bezigheidsgeld. En van onze contracteurs, hulle moet leren dat hulle moet van een aangesteld worden met hulle kijken naar de bezigheidssamenstelling. Want die sole owners, is hulle wat die hele ding omver werkt. Want het gaat net over zijn familie en zijn bezigheid. Dus zodra ons begint dat die bezigheid, allemaal kan, baie mensen kan in die bezigheid komen. En één bezigheid, als je PPTY, dan kan die ding werken. Want als baie mensen accountable voor die bezigheid. Nou één ou, wat die alleen weet, hy weet nie wat daar aangaan nie.
Baie dankie meneer Bester, baie dankie.
Okay.
Ndiyabulisa Madam Speaker, ndibulisa nesigqibo sakho. Ndingnoluthando Masilakhe Mfanekiso from Ward 60 Mele Religious. Mama bendivile apha portfolio bifundwa ukuthi kuba i-free front ekhange ikhakhanywe malunga kule nto kubana sinecawa esinazo khona kwela cala lethu. So ke ngoku andiyazi nokubana njengoba human settlement ebethe kuba iye yarecognizwa, andiyazi nokuba ke ngoku irecogniziwe na ngoba phayana kushota itoilet, kushota amanzi, ininzi nje into eshotayo. So kule nto bekuthiwa izawu upgradewa, so asiyazi nokuba ke ngoku izawu upgradewa na kule nto ba ingakhange ikhankanywe kule ndaba yeportfolio. Enkosi.
Enkosi ma.
Yeah. Mandibulise Somlomo. Dingu Bishop Uyalolo. Ndize apha ke Somlomo ngezinto ezimbalwa nje. Ndiza kutsiba ndikhawuleze. Okokuqala into ebendifuna uyazi yintoni edala into yokuba i-main contractor zingawugqiba umsebenzi wazo. Okwesibini bendifuna uqonda Somlomo yintoni ebangela into yokuba emveni kwexesha elide kangaka 25 eminyaka emveni kwe-DRC amaxhoba okuza ngoku engekahlali ezindlini. Ndiyabulile.
Enkosi kakhulu Bishop. Can we now go over to Sunday's River Valley, the PVA at Edo? Over to you, Sunday's River Valley. Goeiemorgen, good morning, Molweni. Can you please proceed?
Mandithathe lithuba ndibulise kuwe Speaker, ndithi ngqanga nentsiba zayo, ndibulisa abahlali endihleli nabo. Okwam kukuthi ngo-2009 ukuya ngo-2010 sagqibela ngoko ukwakhela izindlu. Sihleli sina 14 years ngoku kungokhiwa. Bendicela ubuzo kokuba kwenzeka ntoni apha kuThe Valencia singokhelwa iminyaka emingaka, abazali bahleli nabantwana abaninzi ezindlini. Okwesibini apha eValencia singqongwe ngamafama e-orange phambili nangasemva, aspeyita kusasana ngokuhlwa. Umhlaba uthengiselwe amabhulu instead of kokhiwe izindlu. Kukho izindlu ezibomvu ezilapha phakathi zezitena, kwakuthiwe ziza kutshintshwa zenziwe RDPs, nangoku azikokhiwa. Title deeds eGreenfield azikho. Izindlu eGreenfield ziyaqhekeka zazakhiwe ngoko. Bendicela ubuzo kokuba uhuman settlement usilibele nathina eValencia Ado ngoba wagqibela ngoko. Ndikacela okokuba sibaninzi ngoku, kukho abantu basemzini abasuka koZim koNigeria, sixakene nale ndawo inomhlaba othengisiweyo othengiselwa amabhulu. Siza kwenza njani ukuze abantwana bethu baphume ezindlini babe nezindlu zabo? Okokugqibela mphathi, ndiye kule nto uba uhuman settlement makakangenelele. La mabobosi maninzi ongezwa kwangabantu abathengisa izindlu zabo. Aba bantu bathengisa ii-RDPs, kubantu abasokolayo abafuna ii-RDPs, makangenelele adonge into yokuba ubani odinga indlu ngubani ongadingi indlu. Enkosi.
Enkosi ma. Can we just ask those, please, the members of the community that must still speak, please introduce yourself firstly so that we know who is speaking. Over to you, sir.
Thank you. Mandibulise i-Eastern Cape ngokupheleleyo. Lo uthethayo uSizwe Manene apha iSandes River Ward 4 under Councillor Baka. Apa sizothetha nge-human settlement. Izindlu phayana ePeterson zagqityelwa kudala ukwakhiwa. It's more than 15 years. And nabantu ba-occupya izindlu zabantu. Nee-title deeds asikabi nazo, including informal settlement sinayo phaya. Sabawela nayo ithi move on to register abantu babe ne-site numbers together with ne-toilets nabo abantu bayazinida pha ePeterson. Sinawo umhlaba pha o-available and imininzi imihlaba pha kunida nje to speed up i-process i-housing qha abantu bafuna izindlu a-comfortable housing. Siyabulela ngakumbi ke kule nto ye-human settlement. Ndiyacela man urhulumente amonitharise iiprojekthi zakhe. Zininzi izinto ezifuna ulungiswa, iiprojekthi azigqitywa. Urhulumente makangenelele kuloo nto leyo, bayeke uhlala eziofisini. Go to see monitoring so that izinto zihambe ngendlela. Sinethemba kuzo speed up indaba yezindlu. Noko abantu banida izindlu. Kwakunye nenye indawo kuthiwa i-asbestos. Sine-asbestos phaa, izindlu ezi-asbestos. Ezaa zindlu umntu uyakwazi umbona phaa phandle. So nayo ngenye into le esathenjiswayo kuthiwa zizowuchithwa still now. Enkosini.
Inkosi tata.
Mandithathe elithuba ndizibulisele kwiSpeaker. Uburhulumente bonke obukhoyo ngaphakathi kwakunye nabahlali endihlala kunye nabo. Mna ndinguJoyce Matthews. Ndiphuma phaa kulaa ward engu-Ward 5 ekhokelwa nguCeba, uMpehle, nguSheka. Ndilapha ndivuyiswa yinto yoba u-human settlement abelapha kunye nabahlali. Ngoba as ward committees sifana namaxoki. Siyathunywa ngookhansila sibheke ebantwini, kodwa ezi zinto sizithunywayo azenzeki. Okwesibini, ndiyacela urhulumente makancede alandelele, ajonge aba bantu abanika ii-tenders okokuba baqualified ngenene na. Ngoba into yenzekayo, izindlu ezazakhiwe ngo-1994 ziqhekekile, zimkamacala. Iirufu ziphelile, zigqobhokile. Azinaziflori, amacanga yavuthuluka yawa, kunyanzeleka into yoba uthi ungenamali kodwa unyanzeleka into yoba mawuyothenga icanga. Ezinye izindlu zashiywa zingenazitoilet, azikabi nazo kunanamhlanje. Kunyaka ophelileyo ukhona omnye ukuthi okhe wathi kuthi ophaa kwa-housing board wathi kuthi ikhona imadlana ekhoyo ekunokwakhiwa kuyo ii-toilets ezimbalwa. Ndicela nikhawuleze nize namanani wezi toilets. Kunanamhlanje uAugust kanyaka ophelileyo uphelile, uAugust ka-2023 uphelile, asikafumani impendulo. Njengoba besendishilo ndisithi sifana namaxoki, simana sibanjwa ngelokhwe ngoku. Basigqithe ebantwini uba ziphe ezaa toilet nanithe kuthi. Akusatshiwo kwaba bantu babesithumile, kutshiwo kuthi as ward committees. Ndiyacela urhulumente makangenelele bethunana. Abantu bethu batsala nzima kuba abafumani nemisebenzi. Into ephucukileyo kukuba makungeniswe abantu baseMalawi nabantu basemazini ukuze bazokwamkela le nto ifunwa ngabo, bangamkeli le nto izabe ifunwa ngabantu. Okokugqibela.
No, Nkosima, thank you so much. Thank you.
Good day, everyone. I'm Zoleka Nopote from Ward 6 at Nomba Tamsanga in Edo. Good morning, Madam Speaker and your cabinet. Good day, my community of Edo. I'm here today because we have a lot of problems in our communities, especially Nomatamsang. There at Nomatamsang, we have the houses that were built in 1994. Those houses were left unfinished. Those houses have big cracks. If you are outside, you can see someone inside. We report those houses to the municipality, but there's no answer. Those houses were built by Umlambo project, were not finished. There were no plastering on the wall, no floor, no ceilings. The doors were not in a good condition. Even the houses now are not good for the older people. My plea to the legislature is to follow those people who were given tenders to do their jobs. We have an issue of a land in our community. We have a lot of lands in our communities, but those lands don't belong to us. They belong to the district if we ask. But when you go to see something that is there on the land, it's not for a district, it's for the farmers. Those lands, we don't have access on it, it's only the farmers who have access on it, and it's wrong. We are pleading the legislature to follow that because we don't have the land for the RDPs. We need the legislature to go to our municipality and ask because we don't know what is happening.
Thank you so much,
So I'm
Zoleka.
begging now.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Zoleka. So I think Zoleka is reminding us of our oversight over the executive. Next speaker, the last speaker.
This morning, I want to take this opportunity and greet the speaker. My name is Lyndon Miller, member of Sundays River Valley Municipality, Ward 8, Yenon Besiba Committee. We face a lot of problems. Our people is in need of houses and also want to be owners. Title deeds need to be issued for all existing houses. Title deeds must also be rapidly due for all new houses projects in the future. Also, old houses is full of cracks, roof leaks, no ceiling, and etc. All the delay processes in this regard becomes a later problem, and people sometimes get disowned. Houses with asbestos roofs must be replaced with other roofing types due to health risks. First, ensure formal, proper infrastructure has been done before any new housing projects commence. And even processing programs for each and every project on both residence areas required. And old age care facilities is needed. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mr. Miller. Can we then go to Makana, the local municipality, at the Follies Ground Indoor Sports Center? Yeah. You may proceed at Makana. Welcome, and you may proceed. Please introduce yourself and then go straight to your points as brief as possible. Thank you.
Manbulise kusika. Nawubonga namphathe endlini ngu-Andile Mbethu from Ward 10 Makana Municipality. Ward 10 sine-challenge yezindlu zaseMission, Xolani Squatters, nase-J Street nase-N Street. It's been 10 years kwakuthiwa kwakhiwa. Akabikho movement even na today. Bonke abantu basebenzisa i-budget system. Kule 10 years sikuyo. Siphuma kwi-disaster, sifumene imvula ngoku abantu basafuna ukwakhela izindlu zabo ezidilikile. Sine-disaster yaka-2008 engeka-attendwa even namhlanje Makana. Esingekavi into uba iyawuattendwa nento na. efingo location kunezindlu zazakhiwa 2006 azikagqitywa namhlanje 76 households azikabi nazindlu zakhiweyo ze-RDPs asinazi-title deed most yethu bantu abatsha sihlala ngasembi eziyadini emakhaya only thing esawuyenza ke ngoku kuyokwakha kwelaa thafa lase-Fort England because izindlu zethu zase-extension 10 esasithenjiswe ngazo baziza kwakhiwa ngo-2014 azikakhiwa nanamhlanje enye challenge esinayo sicela ubuza into yoba ezi shelters zikhiwayo zikhelwa abantu abathenini because kukho abantu babe-aplaye kudala abangekakhelwa nanamhlanje enkosi
Nkosi, Mr. Mbechu. Next member.
Siyabulisa Mama Speaker. uDavid Onyela uthethayo. And phuma iWard 7. Sawuthetha ngezindlu thina ze-RDP esazikhelwa ngo-89. Kumane kufika abantu basuka kurhulumente bathi ngoveza inyawo bazazandisa. Amkelowo fika omnye since the ifamily ezihlala pha ayingomntu omnye 18 square meter ngafana ukucinga sisayilindile ke siyacela urhulumente akasijonge okwesibini siyababona abantu befumana itenki amanzi asihlala singenamanzi erhini befumana itenki kude sifumana igiza zifikile kwezinye indawo kule ilokishi yethu kwaWard 7 khange sifike zizikhalazo zethu ezinazo sinezikwata kem apha eK Street kwizikwata pha watshekisha umhlaba bathi abantu bazawubuya abakabuyi namhlanje sicela ezo zinto urhulumente akazijonge athumele kumasipalati abantu ke bajonge iingxaki zethu ezinjalo enkosi
Nkosi tata.
Mna ndinguthembisa wakwaMantile ndikwaWard 2 into ebendicela mna bendicela urhulumente akathi xa senzela izindlu akasenzele izindlu ezisemgangathweni because izindlu ezisenzelwa ngurhulumente zincinci and azikho semgangathweni and mna bendicela urhulumente athi xa esenza ezo zindlu ezo acele oonokontraktha abazabacela batshekishwe oonokontraktha ba-inspektwe plus nabasebenzi abo ba-inspektwe and ke ngoku urhulumente ndineyethemba le ndaba into yoba uyayazi indaba into yoba apha ngoba esenza kusenzeka yonke loo nto leyo kubakho i-waste of money ngoba kaloku ezi zinto bajika babuyele kwakuzo zinee-cracks kuthiwa kuzawusetyenziswa ezaa cracks kunxitywe ezaa cracks zingade zinxitywe ziphele izindlu singayazi ke yoke imali iphelele phi na besiyicela ke loo nto leyo kurhulumente Nkosi.
Nkosi mama. You may proceed.
Igama lam nguSiphosethu ifani nguNogambula ndiphuma kwaWard 3. I-issue esinayo kwaWard 3 sasithenjiswe ukuba kuza kwenziwa ii-toilets yayi-10 years ke ngoko kuthiwa kuza kwenziwa ezi toilet until now akho ntshukumo yenzekayo umba wezindlu kwakuthiwe naphayana after 27 years ukuba sizakhwelwa izindlu nangoku akusekho ntshukumo yenzekayo asikaboni nix azazindlu zase-10 oko zazakhiwe ngoko abantu abakanikwa title deeds zabo ibe ngumba wezendlela bekuthiwe ukubana sizawuzanyelwa laa ndlela ingasemerotsa ukuba ilungiswe but nalapho asikaboni into yenzekayo ibe yi-issue ye-lights kumnyama kwindawo esihlala kuzo kwakuthiwe nalapho kuzaphinda kubuyelwe kuthi ayenziwe i-assessment yazo ii-lights zange kuphinde kubuyelwe kuthi Nkosi.
Nkosi tata. Next one.
Madam Speaker, Khanyiseli Solomon from Ward 11. Kwindawo yaseThembeni Khayelitsha eyabakho ngo-1994 oko yathenjiswa into yoba iza kwakhelwa abahlali ke sebesuka uya eBhisho babuya nento ethi kwakhiwe eThembeni umnqweno yinto yokuba iBhisho like lisikhangelele ukuba ubunyani baloo nto bundawuni uHuman Settlement usithembisile wathi uyabuya indawo esihlala kuyo ayikho ntle akho manzi ayashota, kuba nzima uhamba xa kunetha, indlela azikho, iithoyilethi kusetyenziswa imingxuma. Imingxuma ethi xa kunethile iphuphumale, iihadi ke zigcwele imingxuma yeethoyilethi. Sicela uncedo nike nisincedise ngamandla apho kuba sinento ethi noko ayikhathali ilegislature, isivulile, akho nto ihamba nathi ngayo. Enkosi.
Mandibulise uboniswa makhasi othethayo ndisuka kaWard 5 apha eMagana ndisuka kaWard 5 apha eMagana okwam somlomo ndivuyiswa into kokubana le project ndithetha ngayo yayinguwe uMEC ngelaa xesha phaya etransit camp kaWard 5 kunezindlu ezashiywayo phaya iprojekthi yayingo-2010 kunezindlu ezingazange zakhiwa ezi-approved kunezindlu ezingazange zagqitywa eziqaliweyo ezingagqitywanga somlomo. Okwesibini somlomo kune-extension 9 endicinga uba inida i-rectification. Izindlu ezazakhiwe phayana i-extension 9 azinazimenteri ziifestire ziyawa. Iwadi endisuka kuyo yiwadi e-indigent. Abantu abahlala kulaa wadi abathathi ntweni. Xa bewelwa zizitena ithini imeko yabo. Extension 8 inida i-rectification. Phumlani extension 3 inida i-rectification. Ewesi ke ngoku kunesikhwatha camp esinezindlu ezimore than 4,000 ekuthiwa kusenkanini endicinga uba zifuna ukwakhelwa. Ndinombuzo ke somlomo kamnandi sithetha noburhulumente ngoku. Kunyaka ozayo funeke senze i-door to door. Namhlanje banintsi abantwana abagqiba 18 years endicinga uba banida izindlu. Aba bantwana sifuna into okokubana bazovota. Abaphangeli emakhaya. Abantwana sithi mabazovota. Abanazindlu balala kwizindlu ze-RDP zabazali babo beziifemeli ezinkulu. Ndifuna uqonda ke ngoku somlomo nepalamente into yobana xa sisenza i-door to door sesithini uba encourage into yobana mabayovota kwisituation enjena. Enkosi.
Nkosi ma.
Mandibulise ndingutata uMadinda ndisuka kwa-Ward 13 phantsi kokhansila uWandisile Matina. Ndingu-chairperson we-PSC kwii-projects zika-human settlement. Nobefikile phaya eli kulo nyaka sahamba senza i-assessment sazifumana iingxaki ezikhoyo kunye naye. Ukude kuzoba ngoku asikafumani into ethi wenza ntoni u-human settlement. Sinezingxaki ke esinazo phaa. Iwadi yam isuka kwi-boundary ye-Alexandria ukudlula e-Many Flats uyokutsho e-Fraser's Camp eKomatis Drift eCollingham ukuzokuma eSalem neBroughton. Ipati yasevukane kunezindlu ezenziwayo phaya ezinengxaki ye-asbestos echip eyenziwayo. As a result iyakreka ngoku abantu impahla zabo zimoshakele ngamanzi nase-farmer field khona ingxaki ekhoyo izinto ezakhiwayo phaya. Kwezi areas zethu njengoba le ward yethu i-rural kakhulu ingxaki abantu bahlala ezindlini zodaka ezinye ziyawa ezinye ke zithe zawube ziwile u-human settlement waphendula wakha ezi-temporary structures zakhiwayo ngoku ezingekanikezelwa ke kodwa basekhona abanye abantu abangekakhelwa. Ingxaki esinayo ke kakhulu zamanzi. Izinto besizawuziphakamisa ke human settlement langabuyiyo ke ngoku njengoba benditshilo kuqala ukuba uhuman settlement asenzele itanki kufakwe gutters kwi-households kwezi zindlu ke ndithi ziyawa human settlement akhe izindlu.
Nkosi Tata, thank you
Enye
so much.
yeengxaki esinazo
Tata.
evukani
Thank you,
indlela
Tata.
zegrabile
Tata Madinda.
ezingalungiswayo.
Tata Madinda, Nkosi Kakulu.
Ndiyabulela.
Thank you. Can you hand over to the
Nkosi
last
kakhulu.
community member?
Molweni ke iyathetha le molweni ndiphuma ka Ward 9 ndisehlala ndihlala kwezi zindlu amagama zoyinkofe zinyawo ndizowucela kurhulumente esiphantsi kwakhe ancedane nathi izindlu ziyavuthuluka zigcwele ii-cracks iingcango ziphelile yile mvula ibingezo ngcango zingcango zangaphakathi ezizamagumbi angaphakathi senzelwa zona ngoku zibolile bazikhadota ingomaplanga iifestile iiframe zazo zingena amanzi zindala zibolile ihlalane yilokishi endala siyacela kurhulumente asabele sike sathenjiswa ngomnye usodolophu owasishiyayo wathi uyawucela kurhulumente sangezelelwe akasekho ngoku sifuna uqonda singabantu bawuboveza inyawo kwe-RDP zehlalani ingaba ungabikho kwakhe nakusekho ncedo sinobe silifumanena enkosi.
Nkosi Tata, thank you so much to the PVAs, all the community members, and Nkosi Kakulu. Can we now hand over to the MEC that has got 15 minutes to respond? MEC Mani Lusiti.
Greetings, Honorable Speaker. I thought you'd first start with your questions there. I thought there was some
You are there, it's in capable hands.
Greetings, Honorable Speaker. Greetings to all the honorable members, the councillors, the honorable mayor, them, Nabantu Basesara Batmani. Honorable Speaker, I'll try as far as possible to go to the questions, but I think where time does not allow me, you would then allow us to come back to the petitioners with those responses. Honorable Speaker, I think the first thing which would almost respond to the general challenge of a delay in housing development and the development of new settlements in the Sarabatman district municipality, and this was also a finding in the report from the portfolio committee. It's largely the lack of available serviced sites, provided also or affected by the lack of availability of the bulk infrastructure, such that we are unable to build any more houses, and we fully understand the plight and the agency of our people, because in the main, the ANC government, when it resolved on partaking in the program of building houses for abantu bakuthi ebekuqinisekisa into bangaba kubuyiselwa isidima sabo ngokuthi umuntu ungamniki nje indlu umnike ikhaya akhuseleke sibuyelwe isidima sabantu bakuthi bakwazi noba nendawo sobiza izinyanya zabo. Now ukungabikho kwebulk nomhlaba olungele ukuhlala abantu kuyichaphazela phansi yonke iSarabatman kuba indawo zaseSarabatman kuyabonakala ba zange zilungiselelwe ba makuhlale abantu abaninzi babe nendawo zokuhlala. Na ibulk infrastructure kulapho kufuneka kufakwe amanzi, kufuneka kufakwe imibhobho okuqinisekisa into ba abantu banendawo yokuya ngasese, lamanzi yokuya ngasese ayathatha asiwe etipini. Now ayikho lonto leyo komasipala abaninzi. Ithi ke lonto leyo siyi department ngokubona into bangaba siyasilela ukwakha eSarabatman ngenxa yebulk, siye ngokuvunyelwa nguminister bamasikwazi ukuthatha ipercentage yale mali sidalelwe bamasokhe ngayo izindlu sincedise omasipala ekufakeni ibulk. Okwesibini, in the program of the informal settlement upgrading, we are able to use that instrument to assist municipalities in ensuring that we're building bulk. But secondly, in areas where we are unable to provide that bulk, the informal settlement upgrading program assists us to ensure that where there are informal settlements, at least level 1, level 2, level 3 of informal settlements, we're upgrading them. We're putting street lights, we're putting streets, we're ensuring that a temporary measure for abolition facilities is put in them. You put in water, you service their sites, and you allocate them, so that where they remain in informal settlements because of the slow pace in the development of houses, they at least reside in dignity. So even in the issues of Blue Crane that were raised them, there are informal settlements in Blue Crane that have been included in the business plan for this financial year. Secondly, Honorable Speaker, the program of human settlements has also been hampered, and we agree on this, in the blocked projects that we're having as a department. In the last financial year, we were sitting with 87 blocked projects. We were able to end the financial year having unblocked 34. Landa block project ke ichatshazelwa izinto ezininzi. Onokontraka ababantu abakhalaza ngaba onokontraka umuntu uthatha isite athi uzawukwazi ukwakha izindlu kanti akakwazi awushiye phakathi umsebenzi umuntu asuke ngapha asuke eGauteng asuke eGqeberha athi uzawukwazi ukwakha eSarabatman xa efika ajongane nemeko nokuqelelana kwendawo kwakhiwa kuzo eSarabatman angakwazi ukugqiba umsebenzi. Siyi department sine framework agreement esiyigqibezelayo ezakusincedisa into yoba xa unokontraka ethe wawushiya phakathi umsebenzi okanye kubonakala into yoba ngaba akakwazi ukwenza lo msebenzi besivumelene ngawo ngeli xesha besivumelene ngawo ukuba uzawenza ngalo, kube lula uba masi-appointe omnye unokontraka omtsha kuba into eye ilibazise when you terminate a contract from a non-performing contractor is the time it takes for you to take the project back in advertisement and for you to have the contractor back on site. So those are some of the initiatives the department is embarking on to ensure that there is agility in how we respond to the issues of block projects, the abandoned sites, and non-performing contractors. Then the issue of land in Kokaus, ingakumbi le eMasizame. Well, there was a feasibility study conducted there, Honorable Speaker, through you, and it was found that that land is not conducive for human settlements. But we are, as a department, buying land in the Sarabatman area, specifically in the Kochel municipality, in the Sanders River municipality, mainly for phase 2 development of informal settlements and for housing development or development of new human settlements. Then, Honorable Speaker, I want to speak to the issue of rectification. And I'm going to link this to the issue that is raised again by a number of speakers on the quality of houses that have been built and link that to the number of houses that require rectification. The limitation and the cause for the slow pace in the rectification project is that it's only a limited percentage of the departmental budget that per annum that is allocated to be used for rectification. And in the past, that amount for rectification would also include what is now the issue of the houses, asbestos houses. So in the rectification program, we have projects that have been approved for this financial year. Kocha has been appointed for one of those projects. But secondly to that, since 2006, the department has been working with NHBRC for NHBRC to satisfy the different stages of building of houses, be it you talking foundation, be it you talking wall plates and the roofing. And for NHBRC engineers to issue a certification of every stage and once that house is completed. And that certification